Alright, number 13 is up and edited, and then I spent a whole lot of time playing Rocket League because it'd been quite a while since I'd played it, so I could have been soldering to finish the project, but I didn't. Anyway, mail time. How have I poorly spent my money this time? Well, I got a new PWM controller. This one has got more refined controls than this one. This is just a simple potentiometer with a couple buttons. Whereas this one, it's actually got a screen on it, and it's got multiple outputs that can be set to do different things, I believe, as well as having a potentiometer on it to adjust the value, which should be super useful and handy considering some of the issues I have had. And just in case that one isn't quite good enough, I got a second one which looks exactly the same, but it has 2 less outputs. But supposedly they do different things, which is why I got the 2 of them. Now, of course, never an AliExpress package without a package within a package. So here's the package within a package. What's in this package? It is some XT60 connectors. Super useful, especially for high current applications and stuff. I have a feeling I know exactly what's in this package. It should just be some little connected doodads and some data line level converters, because, oh, look at that, package in a package. Is there any loose things in here? Oh, yeah, here we go. And, okay. These are super tiny. I thought these were going to be bigger than that. These are very, very, very small, much smaller than I had anticipated. Anyway, so these other 2 packages. This is, I'm guessing this is LEDs. So I got some little LED floods. Oh no, these aren't LEDs at all. Oh no, wait, yes they are. Okay. What are these? What's this other thing with it? Did I buy like a little kit of something? Or I'm not quite sure. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so it looks like this is some sort of little kit thing to so you got this little springy bit, as well as this little pushy any connector bit. These are LEDs to replace what you've got in your car already, and so I got 3 of those times 2, so 6 in total. I only wanted the LEDs. I don't even know about that other little bit. I didn't read the description. I barely ever do. Right, and this one will be my level converters, and this will be so that I can convert from 3.3 volt data connection to a 5 volt data connection. Really minor thing, but quite important for some projects, and it's really needed. It's, you know, I wish these ESP32s I got would just straight up do 5 volt line data control, but no, they don't. So I have to have an external booster circuit like that in order to make it work. Aside from complaining about some nuances to electronics, I've mostly been spending my time working. Here I am, working.
Ready for.
This is me at my job.
Alright, grab that 7 there too. Ready to.
This is me doing my job.
A full screen graphic up. We're going to go into the VT and then 2 numbers.
This is me working. Aside from that, I have been setting up some Halloween stuff outside. Most of it was done in a day, but there are a few things that I spread out across a few days where I've found that I've had some spare time. Okay, so I've been busy. I've had other things I've been doing. It's been about a week since I last videoed anything, so my project is at a standstill. But it is mail time. AliExpress. Bag in a bag. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It is a single servo. Servos are great. They're cheap and they're great to just like, I'll add a servo to the order in order to bump it up so that it's free shipping. I don't get them because I need them. I have a hard time finding a good use for them, but they are super useful when I suddenly need one. So that's right. It must be in this box. Do. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. It's a little pump. It's a little 12-volt pump. I think it was something like 400 liters per hour, 10 watts. Decent little pump. This is to replace a 12-volt 3-watt pump that I currently have. Now, this is supposed to be a silent pump as well. It's brushless DC pump. So, yeah, ideally this will be a silent pump, and it's got a basic filter on it already, which is going to be a good little addition. Now, this pump is for my bed. On my bed, it's got a thin water pad, and then I pump cold water around the bed, and it keeps me cool. I sleep quite hot. My old antidepressants, man, I was on fire every night. But yeah, I still use it because going into summer, and I needed a new pump because my current one, it's very slightly gunked up, but it's always been too weak, and it's just not really pushing it around too well. Oh, look at that! Package in a package. Of course. Alright. First one is... servo. This is actually a different kind of servo. This is a 360-degree servo. So all the servos I currently have, they go 180 degrees. Ooh, 180 degrees. For this one, this is going to go a full 360 degree. So it'll go whoop, stop, whoop, stop. And there's two of them. Unfortunately, they are plastic gears, where most of the ones I usually get are metal gears, because I'm most likely going to misjudge something and not give it enough power. I mean, overdo the weight limit on it or something. Anyway. Package in a package in a package, of course. So what's in here? We are... here we go. A little package. So I know I've got this Rode Wireless Go, but it's a single one. It's on its own. And I didn't want to spend a lot of money, so I got a super cheap 2-channel one. $13 with this little 2-channel device. It plugs into a phone, and it has got a 20-meter line of sight distance on it. There's a $230 one that I was looking at, which is a 300-meter distance, also 2-channel, but each of the individual mic that goes on the person also internally records and runs for about 10 hours. Now, I've just gotten this sort of as a test, just to see A, how well it works, and B, if I'd even need it. As it is, I'm forcing myself to use this one, mostly because it's midnight right now, and I don't want to make too much noise and wake everyone up. That said, be interested to see how this works. I have low expectations for it. Last package. Earmuffs. These are all very low price packages. They usually max out at about $20 in a package. You know, I add a servo purely to make the package reach the threshold of free shipping, and I know you don't really save anything with that, but it feels like I'm getting a good deal, so I go with it. Who doesn't want a good deal? All this plastic though. Okay, so hopefully the next thing I'm doing will be working on that little project. Hey, what do you know? The next thing I'm doing is working on that little project. Here I'm just soldering together the circuit to be able to control the 5 12-volt LEDs.
Machine, just looking. Looks like my longest bit of PVC is 2, 5, maybe 2.6, 2.7-ish, depending. Oh, this might actually be the, is this the, oh no wait, this is for the Christmas tree, so yeah, it's good. This is fair game. So I might use this to house the servos and electronics from the last video. In the last video, I did all the programming and got the servos and the LED controls for the most part sorted out. So now I'm going to use this to space everything out and attach everything to it. So technically I am so far behind on this project that would normally take me a day to quickly bang out that I don't know why I'm still working on it or trying to do it. You know, I've only done half of the programming for this project. Getting things to connect to the server, that was only half of it. You know, I still gotta actually program the rest of it. So I'm gonna say this is 2.8. Oh, it's a pen. Vivid will do. Right there. Even though Vivid is the brand name, not what it is. It's a permanent marker pen. Vivid is the brand. Why don't I put it back? I still need it. Okay, so what was that again? 1.4. 1.4, 70. Let me just hold this up to it. Let's see. From the eye, that looks about right. Well, actually, I'm going to do all my measurements from my middle marker. If I do the measurements from arbitrary locations, then things are definitely going to be wrong.
We're just going to quietly skip over this little bit here.
Okay. That's a bit poo-poos. Man, I've gone and marked it all wrong. I know what. All I need is a GoPro length. So I'll move this out a GoPro length. And then I'll do that. Yeah, there we go. That's quite similar to the other side. So I'm just guessing one of my initial markings was off kilter. That'd be that center one. It was off kilter, which is what screwed me up like that.
Next, I quickly measured and cut the cables.
I've decided to abandon that little servo project, that part of the project. It's not really working out. It's just, it's a bit of a mess, you know. Just didn't quite have the drive and motivation to actually start and finish that project and get it done in time and the way I wanted. So I'm just skipping it. So now I'm stuffing some old baby clothes with newspaper and also telling you what I just told you, but in a much more long-winded way. Back to soldering, I'm putting the circuit together and wiring up these transistors to my ESP8266D1 Mini. The controller's running WLED and I'll be controlling these 5 transistors via PWM through each of the channels it's wired into. Except I seem to be running into a bit of a problem here. I found the problem. It's only letting me do 4. I guess because it's an ESP8266D1 Mini, so it's only letting me do 4 PWM outputs, so that channel does nothing, which means it's actually working fine and there is no problems. So I can go, let's do this, no, do this. Hey, look at that, got them flickering between each other. Let's do something a little more dynamic. There we go. That's probably what I'll use. Yeah. It's a shame that I can't have one more channel. I just need one more channel, make it 5. But 4 seems to be the theoretical limit. So, doing a little bit of background research, I had completely forgotten that the ESP8266D1 Mini only supports 4 PWM channels at a time. So yeah, that's what's going on there, and so that's why I can only have 4 of these going, which isn't the biggest issue, though I would have liked to have all 5 of them working, but that's okay. Now another bit is just some basic repairs on this, just reattaching that light, and I've got no controller for this anymore, and the controller that I did use, I've actually got no idea where it is. So I'm just quickly building a little custom controller for it, and I've got an extra pin out here. So I'm going to use this, so I've got my positive in, out, I've got my positive, negative, in, and then I've got a positive and negative out, so that if I need to, I can easily just tap into this to add an extra channel for another 12-volt light. But for the meantime, it's just going to be the 3 little lights on here. That's just a bit of future-proofing. This is hopefully going to last a couple more years. There we go. You can see it. It's even flickering for you because it's not full brightness. Ready? Full brightness. And so I'm going to go with probably this effect, which is the same as the pumpkins. No, don't like it. I want it more flickery. Put this as a preset. Preset number 1. Set that as default. And when it powers on, this is the effect that it will be giving off. Alright, so that's basically ready to go out. I wonder if I should just quickly add some more red gel. Nah, I can't be bothered.